Silly little things that I say and do. Silly little things I say and do. Hello, you all. I'm Diana Brienne. Well, I made dinner tonight. I'm actually still making homemade bean soup, which I love soups on a cold day. But my bean soup's not done yet, and so tonight we had pizza again. You know, my family loves pizza, and I don't know how healthy it is, but we love it. And so I don't eat much of it, but they do, so I made it again. And then I made strawberry shortcake. And actually what I did was I baked a white cake and then put icing on it. And I took fresh strawberries that I got on sale from Aldi's today. And I sliced up the strawberries. And then I put them on top of the cake, and then I poured almond milk over it. And it is so, so good. Now, I don't eat much sweets, but sometimes I just want a taste of it. And so tonight I did. Had a couple bites. Strawberry shortcake. I think it's the best dessert in the world. So anyhow, little silly things that I do. Well, one of the biggest, silliest things that I do, and my husband, he just can't get over it. And growing up, I grew up in a southern lake town. And everybody I knew put their pots and pans in the oven. You know, they were usually pots and pans that they wanted to save, like with bacon grease or something like that. So it was usually a cast iron skillet with bacon grease on it or in it. And so we would put our pots and pans in the oven. And so I still do that to this day. And I don't know anyone else personally now who does what I do, putting pots and pans in the oven. Well, another silly thing I do is, well, it's not really a thing that I do. It's more of a thing, certain words that I say when I'm more relaxed. Now, when I was growing up, we used words like y'all, yins, let's see, tar for tire, far for fire, arn, I'm going to arn those clothes. I'm going to go fetch it, meaning, you know, I'm going to go get it. And so when I moved away to California many years ago, I was about 19, what happened was people couldn't quite make out everything that I was saying. So I became very conscientious about changing how I spoke. And I spoke more clearly and more with accurate pronunciation of words. But now and then, when I get relaxed and I get at ease, I start to say words like tower and far. And I'm going to arm those clothes. You know, my husband laughs at me too. He lovingly laughs at me. And I lovingly laugh at him quite often. But I call it graveyard. I'm going over to the graveyard. And, he said, it's not graveyard, it's cemetery. Well, I grew up calling it a graveyard. The same way I called it a beauty parlor, a pizza parlor, a funeral parlor. Everything was a parlor when I grew up. And so I still call them beauty parlors. So I'm going over to the beauty parlor. So do you have any funny ways of saying things? I would just love to know that. And so I think we all have our own uniqueness, and I love my uniqueness. I have a lot of expressions, some of which I learned early on, and some of them I picked up as I went. And like one of them is, do tell, do tell. That means like, I have no clue what you're talking about, or I'm not sure if I believe you, or I just don't know how to respond to that. You know, do tell. And I will think on it. I'm going to think on it. And that means, well, you know, I'm probably going to give you an answer that you probably don't like, but I'm going to wait a while. So I've got that one too. And let's see, what's another one? Oh, I've got so many, I can't even think of them right now. But I love my little expressions. And so anyhow, I thought I would share that silly things I say and that I do. Well, from my house to yours, God bless you. And I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.